Good morning, student. Welcome to all of you in the home and touring session of mathematics, class 10. Today, we are going to start the next chapter, that is chapter number 8, Introduction of Trigonometry. This is very important chapter for the board point of view as well as for the higher studies also. This is the basic foundation of trigonometry. So be careful about this chapter and do it very well. Let's start this chapter. First of all, I just explain you the meaning of trigonometry. The word trigonometry comes from the Greek word. We can break this trigonometry word either in a two parts or in three parts. Here I break it into a three part. The first is tri, that is known as three, gon, that is sides, and metron, to measure. If you see that three sides to measure. In a triangle, we have a three side, three angle, so we can find out any side, any angle. So in this way, we called it as a three sides to measure. Until about the 16th century, trigonometry was chiefly considered with computing the numerical values of the missing parts of a triangle or any shape that can be dissected into triangles when the values of other parts were given. For example, if the length of two sides of a triangle and the measure of enclosed angle are known, the third side and the two remaining angles can be calculated. Now, trigonometric applications. Trigonometric applications in our day-to-day life. How can we use the trigonometry in our day-to-day life? This is the basic part of this. Trigonometry is one of the most important branches of mathematics. Some of the application of trigonometry are measuring the height of tower or big mountain, determine the distance of a shore from the sea, find the distance between two celestial bodies, determine the power output of solar cell panel at different inclination. It is evident from the above examples that trigonometry has its involvement in a major part of our day-to-day life and much more. In most of the applications listed above, something was being measured, and that is what trigonometry is all about. Basically, trigonometry is our day-to-day life part, and we sometime or most of the time we use it in our day-to-day life. Now, this is a triangle ABC. So, whenever we have to apply the trigonometry, the triangle must be a right angle triangle. That in this triangle, the B angle is a right angle. So here, if you will see that triangle ABC, it is having a three side. One is AB, second is BC, and the third is AC. Now, if I will consider angle A, now I am consider angle A. If you will see that angle A, the line that is drawn with this angle A, this is called as side adjacent to angle A, and this is also known as base of this triangle. Why we call it the base of this triangle? Because this angle is lie on it. It is a foundation of this angle. Basically, we call this. Next is BC. This is the opposite side of angle A. This is opposite to angle A, and this is known as perpendicular. So the BC is perpendicular of this triangle. Now the third side AC, this is the longest side, and the longest side is always known as the hypotenuse. So always be care about the base and the perpendicular. Hypotenuse you always find out this is the longest side of a triangle. As opposite side and adjacent side in a right angle triangle, in a triangle ABC right angle at B, as we know that BC is the side opposite to angle A, and AC is the hypotenuse, and AB is the side adjacent to angle A. Now here we have a two triangles. In the first triangle, I am taking angle theta over here. In the second triangle, the angle theta is here. Now according to that, we have to check which one is the base and which one is the perpendicular of a triangle. So let's see that if the angle is here, then which one will be the base? AB is the base of this triangle, as all of you know that. Now, which one is the perpendicular according to this? So, BC is the perpendicular of this. And hypotenuse, as all of you know, hypotenuse is the longest side. So, AC is the hypotenuse of the triangle. Now, in the case second, if this is the angle theta, this is theta. Now, according to that, which is the base of this triangle? So, BC is the base of the triangle and AB is the perpendicular of the triangle. And hypotenuse, AC is the hypotenuse of the triangle. Now, here are some trigonometric ratios. So, when the word trigonometric comes in our mind, then we always think about sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant and cot. Yes, here these are the things. Now, first of all, I am working on a sine A. A, whatever angle we will select. So, sine A, that will be equal to opposite side upon hypotenuse. Here opposite side means is perpendicular. So perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Next is cos A, that is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. That is adjacent side is base. So base upon hypotenuse. Tan A, that is opposite side upon adjacent side. Opposite side means perpendicular upon base. If you will see that cosecant A, secant A and cot A, these all are reciprocal of sine, cos and tan. As see that cosecant A is equal to hypotenuse upon opposite side, AC upon BC. If you will see this, sin A is BC upon AC and cosecant A is AC upon BC. So it is a reciprocal. Now next secant A. Secant A is AC upon AB. If you will see the cos A, that is AB upon AC. So secant A is reciprocal of it. In the similar way, cot A is a reciprocal of tan A, that is BC upon AB, and the reciprocal of tan A is cot A, so AB upon BC. Here I show the relation between trigonometric ratio. I already told you cosecant theta is the reciprocal of sine. So in place of cosecant theta, we can write down 1 upon sine theta also. Next, secant theta, that is also known as 1 upon cos theta. Tan theta we can write down sine theta upon cos theta also. This is the formula for it. Next, cot theta, that is reciprocal of tan theta. So it will be a cos theta upon sine theta. And we can write down 1 upon tan theta. These are some formulas related to trigonometry. Till here, I hope that all of you get clear about all these things. This is just an introduction of the chapter. Now, the exercise we will do in the next cycle. Till then, all of you have to just go through with the chapter and read the chapter thoroughly, understand the concepts and try to do the first exercise. Yes, I will tell you the exercise in the next cycle, but till then, all of you just try to do it yourself. Thank you, student, and have a nice day. I hope that all of you will do all the exercise. Thank you, student.